Sucker punched at Freedom Hall basketball. Spring 1996 Freedom Hall 3-on-3 street ball jamboree, games for all ages. Coaching my son Dylan's team in the 13 to 14 years old age group. We won our 10 a.m. game by a basket against a damn good team that included a 6'8" player who went on to star for the University of Louisville, where I'm a professor. Our 1 p.m. game is a street brawl filled with arguments and name calling and hard intentional fouls. The other team's parents are worse than their kids, yelling obscenities at our players and me, but we ignore them, which makes them worse. We lose by a basket. My kids are upset. They run off the court. I always teach and practice tough play but good sportsmanship, so I turn to my right to get my boys and have them shake hands with the other team. But when I turn, a big muscular guy weighing at least 50 pounds more than my 160-pound wiry thin frame is blowing his bad breath into my face. He's backed up by all the other team's parents. The bully says, "Are you staring at her?" In a flash, I glance at the women to see if one is worth staring at. Then I look back to the bully and grinning say, "No." He says, "Are you laughing at me?" I realize now that even though his team won, he wants to fight to show off his macho man ability. So I turn yet again to go find my boys. But the next thing I know, I'm on the floor with everything spinning. I touch my face. It's bashed in, badly broken in many places. I lift my arms, searching for someone to help me up. The bully is running with one of our mothers, chasing him through Freedom Hall, yelling, "Stop him! He hit our coach." Finally, the court monitor sees me and comes over. I say, "Please get the police." In an ambulance, my cheek is sunk in, my jaw is moved over, my nose is turned toward my cheek. I'm finally taken to the hospital. He must have had brass knuckles. I've received many blows to the face via sports and fights, but never anything this bad. I end up having 2 surgeries to straighten my face. I have a broken nose, broken cheek, broken and permanently dislocated jaw, and a concussion. I wear braces and wires for 3 years. When I teach and give readings and recordings, I spit blood onto the page, wires cutting the inside of my mouth, but I don't let any of it slow me down. I kept teaching with Douglas Brinkley. I produced the 48-hour nonstop music and poetry New Orleans Insomniac-a-thon 1996 at the New Orleans Contemporary Arts Center, the Mermaid Lounge, and the Howlin' Wolf Club. In December 96, I produced the official Hunter S. Thompson tribute with Hunter and his mom Virginia and his son Juan and Johnny Depp and Warren Zevon and Roxanne Pulitzer and David Amram and Doug Brinkley. And I recorded a new CD and wrote a new book and produced many events and published many titles and did a performance tour of the Netherlands and continued raising 3 children. And when I had a half-hour break, I rested in the dark to help the migraine subside. The bully got 1 year community service. He chose to serve it by spending half a day each week at a local Catholic girls' high school. Plus, he paid some of my medical expenses. I got stuck having to pay over 10 grand myself. My dad and my brother wanted the bully's name. They were ready to give him the gift of Kentucky backwoods justice, and I wanted that to happen. I had revenge nightmares for years. It was a spiritual crisis for me. I thanked my family, but told them I had to handle the situation on my own. Karma, the law of cause and effect. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So I started working harder on myself to heal the rage within. And I'm happy to say that though I still have plenty of rage, great healing has taken place since I was sucker punched at Freedom Hall.